CannTrust posting record revenues in its third quarter. It says it sold almost as much recreational pot as some larger rivals. When you measure market caps, the company is moving ahead with its pursuit of a listing on the NYSE. But there have been management changes. So let's look into all this. We're joined by the CannTrust CEO, pretty new in the job himself, Peter Aceto. Great to see you, Peter.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
One thing, I mean, it's always been a head scratcher for some investors, CannTrust, not with a huge valuation. You had about half the revenue Canopy did, but your market cap is so much smaller, and you've got a lot of medical patients, 50,000. So has it been tough to win over investors to the CannTrust story?
Yeah, I can't explain why that exactly is the way it is. You know, in my 7 weeks with the company, I'm seeing like incredible things happening inside the company. On the medical side, on the technology and innovation and product development side, on the growth side. I think CannTrust can probably do a better job of telling our story and making investors and potential investors more aware of what our strategy is and what we're up to. I think the listing on the New York Stock Exchange, which we are pursuing, will give us access to a broader group of investors, both retail and institutional, which we're optimistic will be helpful.
I know you can't make promises, but any kind of a timeline for when you hope to be listed in New York?
No, so we're very early stages, so we're going to have to go through the vetting process, but we're going to be moving things along as quickly as we can.
And we should note, I mean, you sold a fair bit of cannabis, about, well, 0.4 of a ton, 390 kilograms, not far off what Canopy sold, just over 2 tons. So you are getting product moving out the door.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're very happy with what we've seen in Q3 in terms of what we've done on both on the medical side of our business, but also on the recreational side of our business, and we're very optimistic for what's to come.
Now, we should ask you, though, your president just left and your head grower, and we didn't see a press release. Shouldn't that have been disclosed to the market?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we definitely got some, we didn't believe it was a material change that needed to be disclosed, but when I see the reaction of some people about that, I think I might do something differently about that in the future. My whole career has been based on transparency and openness and honesty, and would never ever want to get on the right side of that. These are changes that do happen in an organization. Both of those two individuals, we owe them a lot and are grateful for all that they've done. But one thing to their testament and to CannTrust testament is, I mean, they left some very, very talented people with technical ability and with leadership ability. So we're very optimistic for the future of the business, in spite of those two gentlemen leaving.
But just to press you, I mean, it's the president and the head grower. Shouldn't your first move have been, well, we better press release this?
I think that in the future we could probably do a better job with that.
Right. Now, can you tell us, was this related at all to the rollout of the recreational brands? Because David has been looking into this. We know that the company spent significant marketing money on booking a Toronto strip club. Any concerns that the marketing money was misspent?
No, I mean, if you're connecting that with the two executives leaving, I mean, very honest with you, both of these executives resigned. They chose to leave and pursue other opportunities. They left a great legacy of really good people and good talent for CannTrust to move forward. So no, not connected with that at all.
Right, so there's no question of them being squeezed out or asked to leave?
No, neither of them are asked to leave.
No problem. I'm kind of throwing these hardballs at you. You yourself, of course, well known as a former banker, consumer banker, and you have a legal background, but you don't have a background in horticulture or pharma or even consumer products. So is it going to be hard to win over investors to have confidence in you?
Yeah, so obviously the board of CannTrust, as well as myself, feel very confident about what we're going to be able to do going forward. I would say the relatable skills, the reason why I wanted to be a part of the cannabis space and why I believe the board of CannTrust chose me for the role is I'm used to, I understand what it's like to be the 8th employee in an entrepreneurial business that ended up with 1,000 employees and 2 million customers. The problems and issues.
This was at the Tangerine Bank?
This is at my ING Direct Tangerine days. You know, ultimately became a global business in 9 countries around the world. So understanding the challenges of being in a regulatory environment, but to scale and grow and make a business international, I think are very relevant skills. We need to add other skills and abilities, as well as CannTrust already has many of those skills and abilities today.
It's interesting. You have, I know Beacon is focusing in, you have a wholesale business. Are you supplying other growers who are having trouble meeting their supply commitments?
Yeah, so in our financial statements, we have wholesale in there, but this is not a primary part of our business, and we're not focused. We're initially primarily focused on our medical business here in Canada. Very excited about what we've seen from early days on the recreational side, and taking our medical expertise international. Those are our key areas of focus.
And you have, of course, you're no slouches on the recreational. You've signed up 9 provinces for recreational supply deals.
Yeah, we believe we're one of only 4 LPs who've got 9 provinces up and running, and the initial feedback we're getting from those provinces is that our products, the CannTrust products, are being very well received in terms of quality and price and value. So we're very optimistic about the future of our recreational business.
But longer term, just when you decided to join the cannabis business, that must be exciting, actually, a new emerging industry. Do you think the real growth globally will be medical or recreational?
So CannTrust's perspective on that is our core competency initially is medical. We see that for the most part, the global expansion opportunity is in medical globally.
Yeah, because, well, that's the high margin anyway, quite a few analysts are saying. Peter, great talking to you, and thank you very much indeed.
Great, thanks for having me.
Peter Aceto, and he, of course, is the new boss of CannTrust.